What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Eau de Treasure. I'm Steven. This is another doozy of a video, guys. I'm really excited about this one. This is almost a kind of a goosebumps video, but not really, just almost on that level. It's almost a grail to me. This one's really special because this is one that one of the subscribers to the Eau de Treasure channel asked me to look out for this one. I wasn't really that interested in finding it, but I thought about it. After a while, I started thinking more about it. I started looking for it, and this popped up, and I grabbed it at the right time. There's a little story to it. I'll tell you the story in a minute, but I'm going to open up this box, and inside is an original, maybe the first year of Issey Miyake, L'Eau d'Issey, on Eau de Treasure, a true treasure we're about to explore. As I said, I wasn't really that interested in L'Eau d'Issey because I tried once a 7 ml small mini bottle of it, and I used to just dab it on my hand and go to work and just smell it. And it was a nice citrus scent, but it wasn't anything really that great. It didn't really impress me. There was like zero longevity on it. It lasted like an hour, and I just thought, what's the big deal with this brand? Why do people rave about this fragrance? So I kind of just forgot about it, but I went online and I found a vintage bottle, and I want to test this thing out and see how it is. Now, really quickly, before I spray this thing, I just want to tell you how I found it. I was looking online here in Japan, and there are a lot of Issey Miyake fragrances. Am I pronouncing it right? Is it Issey Miyake? Is it Issey Miyake? I'm not sure. My girlfriend yelled at me last week about it. So she's like, you're not pronouncing it right. But I'm not exactly sure. I think it's Issey Miyake, L'Eau d'Issey. And if I'm wrong, screw it. So I was looking at some of these online, and I had my eye on one that was like $18. And it was like this full, maybe let's just say 90% full, because it's a tapered bottle. You know, it's bigger at the bottom and it's thin on the top. So if it's up to here, it's still like 95% full, right? I think down here it's like 50%. Anyway, I missed it. Somebody else bought it out from under me. I was waiting too long. I think I waited a week. And then when I was ready to buy it, someone else bought it. And I looked at the bottom of it, and the bottom of it looked like this. I'll put a picture of it right here. This is what a vintage bottle, the vintage box looks like. This is what the bottom of the bottle looked like. But then I kept looking at other ones, and I almost bought one like that. And then I saw this. I was like, wow, that sticker looks different than the other ones. And then I looked at the batch code IRW46X, and I noticed that these are similar to the Jean Paul Gaultier, Le Male, the BPI stickers on the bottom of those bottles. It's the same producer, like the same company that's making these things. But this one looked different. This one looked different because it said 75008. Paris. And guys, if you've been watching my channel, you know what that means in the Jean Paul Gaultier Le Male world. 75008 is the shit. It is the ultimate treasure. It's the original year that it came out, or 2 years. So we know that it said 75008 all through 1996. In 97, there was no number on the bottles or the box. And then in 98, 75116 started. So that's what the other bottles say. Okay, this came out in 1994. This is a fragrance from the brilliant Jacques Cavalier, who is the in-house perfumer now for Louis Vuitton. So this one, guys, this might be the first year. This is either a 94, a 95, or a 96 L'Eau d'Issey. How about that? Please smell good. Please, please don't be spoiled. I have no idea. The bottle looks fairly clean, doesn't it? The cap is a little bit faded. And as you already noticed, this thing is just about full. This is like at least 95% full. So not a lot of oxidation going on in here. Let's hope that it didn't affect or change the scent in this. Let's give it a spray and see if it held up over time. And let's see how I feel about it, giving this a rediscovery here. All right, nice big blast right there. How about another one for good measure? Let's get a whiff of the opening of original L'Eau d'Issey. Wow, this smells nice. It doesn't smell spoiled. It's kind of fizzy. It's kind of like it just reminds me of like 7-Up or Sprite. It's that citrus, that kind of fizzy citrus. It's bright. It smells like it might have ginger or something like ambroxan, something that's kind of giving it this this kick. Definitely citrus, and it's that yuzu citrus. This is really nice. Oh, this is really impressive. I'm really, really excited about this. Lots of notes in this one, guys, and I think I owe it to you to tell you the notes in this beautiful vintage bottle of L'Eau d'Issey. The top notes are yuzu, lemon, bergamot, lemon verbena, mandarin orange, cypress, cologne, coriander, tarragon, and sage. In the middle notes, blue lotus, nutmeg, lily of the valley, bourbon, geranium, saffron, Ceylon, cinnamon, and mignonette. Tahitian vetiver, musk, cedar, sandalwood, amber, and tobacco round out the base notes in this one. Not so sure what mignonette is, but the picture on Fragrantica is some kind of a floral. Bourbon, geranium, your guess is as good as mine, how it's different than a regular geranium. I didn't know that this had tobacco in it. So this is a citrus aromatic, and it really is beautiful because it has such a nice blend of all these notes together. And I'm really now just starting to appreciate it. That little mini bottle that I tried out like 5 years ago for a week didn't do it for me. This one does. This one does it for me. And as this thing is drying down, I just get this herbalness from it. I get the citrus off the top. It's really nice. And then as it dries down, it transitions more to this like earthy herbal fragrance that's really nice. It's really different. Man, this is a masterpiece, and this came out in the mid-90s, so wow. I feel like I get it. Like I kind of get it why people are such a fan of this fragrance. So it's just really cool to discover that and to buy this vintage bottle, and it's still pretty good. It still smells great. Wow. I don't know about the longevity. I don't know how long this will last. Maybe, as usual, maybe I'll put some notes or something in here later on to tell you how I feel about the longevity. And I don't have a modern bottle to compare it to, unfortunately, but I do have a clone. I do have this one that was in another video of mine, Project Alternative. This Yuzu Bomb is supposed to be a recreation of original, because I heard that the newer formulations are nothing like the original. I kept seeing videos of Issey Miyake pop up, people reviewing classic fragrances like me, and it just got me thinking about this. That's why I finally went and said, screw it, I gotta buy one and test it out for myself. You know what? I have Yope Night Flight on this hand. I'm not gonna spray it there. I'm gonna spray it on my arm over here because it's still clean. And then see how that smells. All right, this one, it's similar. It's kind of close, but it's not really there. It's a good attempt. And on its own, this is a nice citrus fragrance. Like I said, on its own. It's a little bit synthetic. It's not really as smooth and as nice as this one. So I'm happy to say the original is better than this modern recreation. I'm so happy I found this. I spent 3,600 yen on this thing here in Japan where I live, and that is $24. $24 for this treasure. And this isn't the only one. There are a lot of these here in Japan. It's just, I found it because I just started looking for it. It just took me like 2 weeks of looking to find this, and maybe these pop up a couple times a month here. I don't know what it's worth. I went to eBay. There are no vintage bottles that have been sold recently. I can't give you a comparable sale, but there are some great flankers that are, I guess, are discontinued now that are going for like $300, $250, even more than that $250 sweet spot, which really sought after discontinued fragrances go for. Once it goes over that $250 price range, people really want it, and some of those flankers are going for that. But this one, no idea. You can get a modern one. You can still get a modern one for like $30 or something like that. Maybe even $25 for the 75 ml. There is 125 ml that's available. Glad I got this. I'm really psyched about having this. I'm going to spray it. I'm going to wear it a little bit. And down the road, when I decide to part with this thing, even if it's only 50% full, I don't care. I'm just going to enjoy wearing it. It's opened. If this was sealed, I'm definitely not opening it. But I'll tell you what, boys, if I find a sealed box of this thing, man, I'm going to make a grail video. This is almost a grail, isn't it? A 94, 95, or 96? Can't tell. Because just like Le Male, you don't know by the batch code exactly when it came out. You have to look at the clues on the bottle, and that 75008 tells me everything, almost everything. And check out Raiders of the Lost Scent, guys. There's an update about Jean Paul Gaultier batch codes and stuff. And you know what's cool is I already knew that information from just chatting with people on the forums on Fragrantica. So when it came up on Raiders of the Lost Scent later, it was kind of like I could have written it. So I kind of felt good about that. The research from that helped me to date bottles like this and so forth. Yeah, and I hope this can be more than entertaining for you guys too. Maybe this is useful for you. Maybe you have some old bottles of Issey, Miyake, or you have a Jean Paul Gaultier and you want to look at the batch codes and the numbers and know when they came out. Then maybe this information is useful for you. But that's about all for this video, and I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate the support, and hit the subscribe button if you like this channel, this project of mine, documenting these amazing finds that I am uncovering here, the treasures that I'm finding in Japan. And leave me a comment down below. What do you think of Issey Miyake L'Eau d'Issey? Is there a difference between the modern versions and the vintage versions that you can tell the difference? It's been a few minutes since I sprayed it, and of course, if you're sniffing it all the time, my nose adjusted to it. I can't really, smell it that well. I'm going nose blind to it, but I know it's still there. I'm going to wear these both for a week and see how I feel about them and compare them. What's up, guys? I'm jumping in here from the future. I bought another one of these. Real quick, I just want to show you what I got. This is 125, a big bottle. It's only half full, and it's a dirty bottle. There's no cap on it. But I got it for like $8 and change, 1,200 yen. So I bought it hoping that maybe the juice is still good and I can use this as a substitute and save this one. Don't touch this one. Let's see how this bottle is and see how the juice compares inside. All right, here it is. It is the same vintage one with the print right here. Eau de toilette is the same. Let's look at the bottom. Wow, very similar batch codes there. GVY7X. It has the 75008 Paris address on it, so you know this is one of the first ones. Told you it was dirty, guys. Look at that. Yeah, it's kind of dirty. I got some cleaning to do. Let's test it out. All right, I'll put this one on the right hand. Nice sprayer. I'll spray this one on the left hand there. Look at the difference in the sprayer, too, from the 75 ml bottle to the 125 ml bottle. I'll tell you how they smell. All right, I've been smelling them on my hand, and this one is a little bit better. It's a little bit just nicer and more fresh than this one, but this is still good. And for $8, man, I'm going to be rocking this one. I'm happy with it. It's not as fresh as that one, but I'm all right. How much is left in this, as I suspected? It's about half full. It's about 60 ml in here for $8. I'm pretty happy with this. It was a good pickup. I'm going to use this one regularly in the summertime, definitely. You know, it has that citrus with those herbal notes in the background. Not a bright, juicy citrus, but kind of this interesting citrus with these herbal notes. That's it for this one. Have a great day out there, guys. I'm having a good night right now. I'm going to go to bed very soon. It's like midnight right now. So I'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care.